Hi Gemini, it's Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your September 2017 Zen Tarot reading. I've shuffled and pulled your cards in the spread of the Flying Bird, and I pulled one oracle card for you from the Earth Magic deck, and that card was the Volcano, the card of volatility. Let's see if you can see that. There's so much glare right now. Okay, yeah, Volcano, you got it. So this card it's talking about that there's possibly some unexpected changes, some shifts that are quite dramatic in your life, some things that are happening that just makes you maybe feel a loss of control, and maybe even shifting your perception as to, like, everything you thought was secure and right and the way your life was set up to be is shifting and changing. And it's not always a bad thing, but we do tend to want to cling to what we know and what makes us feel secure. And what this card is guiding you to do is to just trust that Spirit knows. Life is happening for you, not to you. And if you are going through some dramatic and drastic changes right now, and maybe even questioning everything you thought was right for you, that's okay. Just try to rest in the center of who you are and allow the dust to settle a little bit, because change is constant, right? Sometimes it shows up a little more with a little more volatility, and sometimes it's very subtle. But at this time right now, Gemini, if this is what you're experiencing, are some sudden and pretty dramatic changes, or maybe even paradigm shifts into the way you apply yourself in your life, like the way you see life or the way you respond and show up in life, trust it all. It's all really, it's all quite okay. Okay, so the spread is the Flying Bird. This is the point of liftoff. You have internal energies on the left side and external on the right, okay? Your starting point is exhaustion. Wow. Okay. Are you feeling a little out of it? Are you feeling like maybe these shakeups and these dust-ups are just wiping you out because you're trying so hard to quote-unquote control things, or like I said, cling to things that you once knew, that when change is clearly the path to take, but you want to cling to the way things were, that can tire you out, right? That'll wipe you out. So let's see what the next guidance is. This is an internal guidance, and this is also a possible block to your progress. Yes, isolation. So if you are withholding yourself and the true essence of who you are from others as a protective measure, which, we all do, it's also making you tired, okay? Holding everything in, suppressing who you are, closing yourself off from others, not showing your true emotions. And, if somebody does something in your life and it affects you in a way, but you don't share that, you don't share how it affected you, and you do that over and over with several different people, you'll have this feeling of being left in the cold. You'll have that feeling of shut out, and it will also wipe you out. So amidst the change that's coming about, show up, express your true emotions. Changes come, and maybe people make decisions that are against what you had previously agreed on. I'm just going to make something up right now. Say you're in, a work situation, and the boss told you one thing a year ago, and now he's changing it up and something new is happening. If that kind of gets to you and makes you mad, don't hold that back. Because you don't have to explode on him, but also let him know, this is making me feel, I can't trust you. I can't trust what you tell me, and I don't know how did this change come about, and open up the conversation, join in, and find ways to engage so that you're not feeling so left out and so isolated from your own life ultimately. Have patience with yourself, have patience with others. Know that the cycle of life is just constant, right? You know, the moon, it's new, then it waxes, it becomes full, then it wanes, and it becomes new again. Every month, over and over. And the trusting in that process, trusting in life, especially if the changes that are coming about or something's happening that's sort of unseating what you always thought was your security, trust it. Have patience, see how the dust settles around you, and then you can take your next step. This is a transformative time for you. This is a big card. This is a really major card of change. And this is an internal position. So you're making changes. Others may not see it yet, but you are shifting. So I'm hoping that it means you're shifting from this tendency to close off and hide out and sort of keep yourself protected. I'm hoping you're shifting that and just showing up, right? Show up. This is me. Something comes about that changes the rules on you. Show up for it. You know, go with it. Accept it. Don't run from it. Okay? Listen to your inner voice. Trust that you have all the guidance you need. You have all the guidance you need. And there are times, I know, when, let's see, something big and drastic happens, such as the volcano card, and we want to sort of take a poll, you know, talk to everybody in our life and find out what they think of it and how they would respond to it and what they think you should do, right? You're guided to not do that right now. It's a tricky situation because you're also being guided to open up. You're not reach out and ask for opinions, but open up, show up as who you are. But every step you take is trusting that internal voice, okay? So, and that may be new for you, that may be different, and that may be where this transformation comes. Or as a, it could just be a general practice. Maybe you're just in a time right now where you're tired and pulled back and you're ready to do away with it, and you're used to that. You're used to a little bit of pulling in and a little bit of releasing, and right now it's a time of releasing. It's a time of opening. Because of the volatile changes that may be occurring, and like I said, these could be personal, these could be internal shifts, or they could be actual events in your life, but you're guided no matter what to just stay in the moment. You know, this figure is walking along the river, sees the little stones, but he's not really looking at them. He's looking straight ahead, or he's got his eyes closed actually, and just trusting that that next stone along his path, that next source of support, will be there when he needs it. And this is what you're guided to do as well. If things are getting shaken up and you have a lot of dust-ups in your life and a lot of things are dramatic and sudden, rest into the moment, because, you know, remember that nothing in life is really happening to you. Everything's happening for you. And it's for your growth. It's for you to either respond, you know, in one way or another. And your inner voice will guide you in the correct way to respond to some of these changes that are coming. And if you listen to it and follow that guidance and trust each moment as it comes, you're going to have some pretty amazing transformation. Be sure in your daily life to show up. I think I said that before down here. Yeah. Show up, participate, you know, be part of the groups that you're involved in, you know, in your family, you know, show up, be very certain, you know, that the guidance you're following, which is your own, is correct, and you can safely, you know, express that and share that with others. Okay? All right, Gemini, I hope this is making sense, and I hope you've enjoyed the first part of your September, and I'll be back in the middle of the month with an update for you. Leave me comments and let me know how this reading was received for you, if it makes sense or if it doesn't. Remember, it's just general, so if you want a private reading, go ahead and get in touch with me. And until the middle of the month, I'll talk to you soon. Trust yourself. Bye.